The Golden Age and the defeat of the Spanish Armada explores a pivotal era in English history, a time when the nation underwent a remarkable transformation under the leadership of Queen Elizabeth I, 5558 to 1603. Her reign not only stabilized a fragmented and embattled kingdom, but also laid the foundation for England's rise as a global power. This period, often referred to as the Elizabethan Age, was marked by immense cultural achievements, political ingenuity, and the dramatic triumph over one of the greatest military threats England ever faced, the Spanish Armada. Born in 1533 to King Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn, Elizabeth's early life was fraught with uncertainty and danger. Declared illegitimate after her mother's execution, Elizabeth grew up navigating the treacherous waters of Tudor politics. Under the reigns of her half-siblings, Edward VI and Mary I, she witnessed the devastating impact of religious turmoil. Mary's harsh Catholic policies and her persecution of Protestants, earning her the nickname Bloody Mary, left England divided and unstable. When Elizabeth ascended to the throne in 1558 at the age of 25, she inherited a nation teetering on the brink of chaos. England was economically fragile, religiously fractured, and militarily weak. Few could have predicted that Elizabeth, often underestimated as a woman in a male-dominated society, would become one of the most effective and celebrated rulers in history. Elizabeth's first major challenge was to unify her divided kingdom. The Protestant Reformation had left Europe fractured, and England was no exception. Mary I's staunch Catholicism had alienated much of the population, while Protestant reformers pushed for sweeping changes. Elizabeth, understanding the need for compromise, introduced the Elizabethan religious settlement in 1559. This policy established the Church of England as the nation's official church, blending Catholic traditions with Protestant doctrines. The settlement, while not universally accepted, succeeded in reducing religious violence and provided a framework for relative stability. Elizabeth's pragmatic approach, avoiding extremes while refusing to submit to papal authority, secured her position and gained the loyalty of most of her subjects. The Elizabethan Age is celebrated as a golden age, not only for its political successes, but also for its unparalleled contributions to culture, science, and exploration. Under Elizabeth's patronage, England became a hub of artistic and intellectual activity. This era saw the rise of literary giants like William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, and Edmund Spenser, whose works defined the English Renaissance. Theater flourished, with the Globe Theatre becoming a symbol of England's cultural renaissance. Simultaneously, the Queen's support for science and education fueled advancements in navigation, astronomy, and cartography. Figures like John Dee, a polymath and advisor to Elizabeth, played key roles in expanding knowledge and promoting England's ambition as a maritime power. Elizabeth also championed exploration, encouraging daring adventurers like Sir Francis Drake, Sir Walter Raleigh, and John Hawkins. These figures not only expanded England's understanding of the world, but also laid the groundwork for its future empire. Sir Francis Drake's circumnavigation of the globe and Raleigh's attempts to establish colonies in the New World signaled England's growing ambitions on the global stage. Perhaps the most dramatic and defining event of Elizabeth's reign was the defeat of the Spanish Armada in 1588. For years, England and Spain had been locked in a bitter rivalry. Philip II of Spain, a devout Catholic, viewed Elizabeth's Protestant rule as heretical and sought to restore Catholicism to England. This conflict was exacerbated by English support for Protestant rebels in the Spanish-controlled Netherlands. Philip assembled the Spanish Armada, a massive fleet of over 130 ships, with the intention of invading England. The Armada was a formidable force, equipped with powerful galleons and thousands of soldiers. Elizabeth, facing this existential threat, demonstrated her indomitable spirit and political skill. At Tilbury, she delivered her famous speech to the troops proclaiming, "I know I have the body of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king, and of a king of England too." The use of fire ships to scatter the Spanish formation, combined with unfavorable weather conditions, dealt a devastating blow to the invaders. By the time the remnants of the Armada limped back to Spain, England had emerged victorious. This triumph not only preserved England's independence, but also established it as a rising naval power. While Elizabeth's reign was filled with achievements, her later years were marked by challenges. Succession remained a pressing issue, as the Queen never married or produced an heir, earning her the nickname, the Virgin Queen. Economic difficulties and unrest, including the Irish Rebellion and the Essex Rebellion, tested her resilience. Despite these challenges, Elizabeth maintained her grip on power until her death in 1603. Her 45-year reign transformed England. The Elizabethan age became synonymous with cultural brilliance, national pride, and political stability. Elizabeth herself became a symbol of the nation's strength and resilience, her image immortalized in portraits that depicted her as a divine and unassailable monarch. Elizabeth I's reign marked the beginning of England's ascent to greatness. By stabilizing her country, defeating its enemies, and fostering an environment of cultural and intellectual flourishing, she set the stage for the future success of the British Empire. Her leadership during the defeat of the Spanish Armada remains a testament to her skill as a ruler and her ability to inspire her people in the face of overwhelming odds. Today, Elizabeth I is remembered as one of history's greatest monarchs, a queen who defied expectations, shaped her nation, and left an enduring legacy that continues to captivate the world. The story of her reign is not just the tale of a single woman's triumph, but a defining chapter in the history of England.